All the electronic gear in the world doesn't do you a bit of good unless you've got battery technology behind it to make it work. And that's where Anton Bauer comes in. They make incredible batteries. Kieran Foster is the VP of Product Management for Anton Bauer. Kieran, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for the invite.
Give us a one-sentence description of what Anton Bauer does.
It powers the world.
Oh, yeah, so does General Electric. But what does Anton Bauer do more specifically?
We mainly focus on the media industry for accessories, cameras to bring television, radio, and other forms of media into the home.
Now, is it true that you really focus on batteries, or am I being too limited at that point?
No, fairly spot on. Batteries is what we do, and we certainly focus on trying to build the best battery out there to allow our customers to achieve the creativity that they need.
Now, batteries are big.
Yes.
And they're heavy, and they weigh like 800 million pounds. Why can't you make them smaller?
Well, it's science. Unfortunately, you can pack enough energy into a cell, but as soon as you start needing more and more power, you need more cells. And you can think of a cell as a AAA battery or a AA battery, and you just need to link them together so you get your weight there.
So if I were to cut open an Anton Bauer battery, what would I see?
Well, our newer batteries, actually, you won't see the cells themselves because they're encased in a protective plastic.
I've cut through whatever I need to cut through to see this.
Oh, you're right in the middle. Lots of metal and plastic, circuit board. There's some protective rubber inside for a shock absorber.
What's the new announcements you have here at NAB?
Well, probably the biggest is moving away from our standard gold mount 3-pin connection.
You're going to silver.
Silver, platinum, that would be nice. We're actually moving to V-mounts, which is traditionally known as a Sony mount, and it literally is a V-wedge, and it's a different way of mounting a battery to a camera or an accessory. A lot of our customers overseas have wanted Anton Bauer batteries and the quality you get with an Anton Bauer, but not been able to get it because we don't do a V-mount. So with new technology, new capabilities, we made the decision to go ahead and build an Anton Bauer powered V-mount battery, but it's marketed under Sackler. The other aspect with the new batteries is that we've been able to get the performance up to 1,000 cycles.
Which means charging?
Charge and discharge.
So is a charge and discharge a single cycle?
That's a single cycle. That's a single cycle.
Do I need to empty the battery totally so it's flat?
No. New technology does not need to do that. Lithium-ion, it does have a shelf life. It starts to deteriorate after a number of years.
How many?
1,000 cycles. It could be 1 year if you charge and discharge your battery a lot. It could be 5 years or 10.
So if the battery's half done, so I've got still power left.
Yes.
And I charge it back up to full. Is that a cycle?
It is a cycle. About 6% differentiation between the discharge and the charge. We'll call that a cycle.
6% of what?
Whatever the charge. So if you were at 10% charge and you drop down to 4, that's 6%.
So if
So 6% of the wattage.
You said you weren't going to talk about math, and now you're into math here. So let's just.
Okay, I've got an app for that. Let me pull that one.
So if I have a 100% battery,
yes,
and I drain it to 94%,
yes,
then that's a cycle.
If you charge it back up at that point, yes.
But if it drops to 80% and I charge it, it's still a cycle.
Still a cycle.
If I drop it to 20%, it's
still a cycle.
So math isn't involved here at all, is it?
Not really. Trying to be a bit clever.
Do you have anything else that's new?
Well, we do. We have a new quad charger and a new dual charger, which are completely redesigned, 45% more efficient than our original ones. And a bit of intelligence in those chargers allows you to charge the battery with the most remaining charge first, so you get back to work quicker. So those are two main products that complement the new batteries.
With a cinematographer looking to buy batteries, how do they decide which battery to buy?
It depends on what the camera draw is, what their expectations for runtime. If they don't travel, a 190 is great because that gives you a lot of runtime. If you're traveling, you need to think about the 90s and 160s, or 150s rather. And it really depends. I think that with our new chargers, as a matter of fact, quad, that can be used as a portable power supply. You don't have to plug in. So if you took 4 150s, you're in pretty good stead.
And what's pricing?
We start around 380 for our 90s and a little north of 650 for our 190s and four and change for the 150s.
Where can people go on the web to learn more about these products?
www.antonbauer.com.
That's all one word, ANTONBAUER, AntonBauer.com. And Kieran Foster is the VP of Product Management at Anton Bauer. Kieran, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.